It's the election interference for me.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Let's just jump right into today's topic, which I didn't even think today was going to be a topic, seeing as how it's Sunday. And typically on Sundays, I take the day off and just do what I want to do and not make content. But we got audio obtained from the Washington Post of President Donald Trump trying to pressure the Georgia Secretary of State to change the election results from the presidential election. Now, I mean, the presidential election happened, I don't know, 2 months ago? Like, it feels so far removed, but Trump is so laser focused on Georgia, I guess because it was such a Republican stronghold of a state that has now flipped to Biden, that he is doing everything in his power to overturn that state. I mean, there are other states he's still trying to go at, but like, he is laser focused on Georgia. I'm so thankful that the Washington Post actually cut down the hour-long conversation. I listened to it, and I have two main takeaways from listening to the hour that I will tell you on the other side of the video. But they also took that hour and chopped it down to about 4 minutes of basically the audio we all need to hear, because it is a lot. The hour is full of conspiracy theories. It's full of pressure. Trump telling him, you won't be respected, and oh, you're a Republican, so shouldn't you, want to come on over here and fix the results or make it right? He's complaining about military ballots, about how Biden won the military, but Trump wins the military. And then he also compared his crowd sizes to say, we are getting hundreds of thousands of people at our rallies. And so that's not adding up when you look at the votes, not really taking into consideration rallies don't equate to votes. But, hey, whatever, it's Trump. But I'm thankful that the Washington Post actually cut that whole thing down. So we're going to listen to that, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
We have won this election in Georgia based on all of this. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, Brad. Having a correct, the people of Georgia are angry. And these numbers are going to be repeated on Monday night, along with others that we're going to have by that time, which are much more substantial even. And the people of Georgia are angry. The people of the country are angry. And there's nothing wrong with saying that, that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines. That Dominion is really moving fast to get rid of their machinery. Do you know anything about that? Because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No, Dominion has not moved any machinery out of Fulton County. We're having.
But have they moved? Have they moved the inner parts of the machines and replaced them with other parts?
No.
You sure, Ryan?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election. And you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have. Not even close. You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk. But they are shredding ballots, in my opinion, based on what I've heard, and they are removing machinery, and they're moving it as fast as they can, both of which are criminal fines, and you can't let it happen, and you are letting it happen. I'm notifying you that you're letting it happen. So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. So tell me, Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. And it's going to be very costly in many ways. And I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it, and you can re-examine it, but re-examine it with people that want to find answers, not people that don't want to find answers. For instance, I'm hearing Ryan, and he's probably, I'm sure, a great lawyer and everything, but he's making statements about those ballots that he doesn't know. But he's making them with he did make them with surety, but now I think he's less sure, because the answer is they all went to Biden. And that alone wins us the election by a lot. You know, so.
Mr. President, you have people that submit information, and we have our people that submit information, and then it comes before the court, and the court then has to make a determination. We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
Well, under law, you're not allowed to give faulty election results, okay? You're not allowed to do that, and that's what you've done. This is a faulty election result. And honestly, this should go very fast. You should meet tomorrow, because you have a big election coming up, and because of what you've done to the president, you know, the people of Georgia know that this was a scam. And because of what you've done to the president, a lot of people aren't going out to vote. And a lot of Republicans are going to vote negative because they hate what you did to the president, okay? They hate it. And they're going to vote. And if you would be respected, really respected, if this thing could be straightened out before the election. You have a big election coming up on Tuesday.
Maybe somebody pass me a Tylenol, because even that, even listening to that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want this man out of office so bad. Can the 20th of January please hurry up and come? My two takeaways. One, something seems very criminal about this. This definitely feels like election interference to me. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge, but if you're just asking me, a common layperson observing, this feels like a crime. And so somebody really needs to be looking into that, because he is continuously trying to pressure people to find votes, to flip votes, to throw votes out, all these things, trying to disenfranchise the American people because he lost. I mean, that's just what it is. He lost. And so something feels very criminal about trying to pressure the Secretary of State in Georgia to overturn those election results. And I would like to ask, if I can somebody look into that? Somebody needs to be looking into that. The second takeaway is, not only did I think that this whole conversation was low-key, high-key criminal, this man need a psychiatric consult, and immediately. I mean, we really need somebody to sit down and have a consult with him. I know he came out and told us about, you know, the dog, cat, person, TV, man, woman, child, that whole thing, which is still so very strange. One could make an argument that somebody should have used the 25th Amendment around that. Because, Chile. But something is not clicking. And it's like, it's, on one hand, it's comical. On the other hand, I believe it's criminal. But on another hand, it's actually very sad and delusional-like. I don't know, and I don't want to take time to even try to get into his mind, because I think I'll be here all day and I'm gonna need about 3 or 4 Tylenols, and I don't think that's recommended by the people on the bottle with the instructions on the bottle for the Tylenol. But something is very delusional about this ongoing attempt to try to overthrow these election results. And it's the wording for me. It's the, let me just throw everything at the wall. You know, what about the voting machines? Oh, you're a Republican. Shouldn't you want to? It's the coercion, the ongoing coercion, and not understanding, or just refusing to understand and accept what the elected official is saying. That they've looked into all these things. The court has looked into all these things. Nothing is there. And so the unwillingness to accept reality makes me feel like there's something going on, something seriously happening, even if we just look at the totality of his entire presidency and how he's responded to certain things and acted. I think you do get a better sense of the psychiatric need if you listen to the hour-long conversation, because as I was listening to it, I was like, something ain't right, baby. Something is not right in the water. Them people need to get down there. I don't know if Dr. Oz not a psychiatrist. Baby, they need to get somebody on the doctors to come check him out, because this ain't it. You can get Dr. Phil. Somebody need to talk to him and find out where he is in the DSM-5. For those that don't know, DSM-5, that's a psychiatric joke, if you will, social work, psychology joke, if you will. Just look it up, DSM-5. Somebody needs to figure out what access we need to write out because something's just not clicking. But anyway, that was interesting to hear that audio. I'm thankful that the Washington Post got the audio from this conversation. I saw on Twitter that Trump actually tweeted about the Secretary of State, and the Secretary of State of Georgia retweeted it and was like, basically, Trump, you're lying and the truth will come out. I take that to believe that the Georgia Secretary of State recorded this audio of them having this conversation the other day and decided to release it. This is a new conversation. And so, yeah, I guess Republicans, not Trump Republicans, because, you know, those are two different people or two different, I guess, types of Republican. The Republicans are saying, no, man, Pam, baby, we are sick of this. We're tired of it. But yeah, I would really like for someone to investigate this, because this definitely feels like election interference, which is a federal crime. So someone needs to look at that. And also someone needs to get this man a psychiatric consult. And I mean immediately.